Patrick Kyler Murray. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Ready up! Ready!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Marion. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From the gun, Murray. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time in the 17. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Marion. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Marion under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 14 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. When you look at this defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing now is Murray. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Hold it ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Marion. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Personal foul. Basement. Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 8 yards out, and the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Marion. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Check. Unlock line. Hey. No. Check.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Marion. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. He'll rifle this from deep right side. Touchdown, 49ers! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Hey.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And here's Marshall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it into Marshall. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Broncos quick.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Here's Jordan Stout now. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Marion. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
A final shot before break. Marion. And he floats one there, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Back row 80.
Back to throw. Marion. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Looking to throw. Marion. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners set to take over on offense.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 58 yards.
And the Niners just continue to roll.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That's taken on the 25.
The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Murray.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Play fake. Murray connects with Kittle underneath. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Now they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. Murray now on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Here's Murray. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
a big loss here as he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Murray.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it lines up to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on 2nd down. Marion. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Marion. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
Standing just outside his own goal line. And take it right on the 30. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Murray now. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 35.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
McCaffrey.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, the struggle has been real. They have had ample opportunities. They've yet to cash one in. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshall.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Able to avoid him at the 40. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now Marshall. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This is Marshall. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Marshall. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, look, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize
listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision, I'm sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great is ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me.